Hello, and welcome back to Finance Speaks. I'm Kyle Sadler, president of Precept Wealth Management and best-selling author of I'm Retired, Now What? I'm here today to talk to you about phone scams because, no, that is not the IRS calling, and that is probably not anyone else you thought it would be. To begin, do you know how the Internal Revenue Service contacts taxpayers in order to resolve a problem? The first step is almost always to send a letter through the United States Postal Service to the taxpayer. It is very rare for the IRS to make the first contact through a call or a personal visit. This happens in two circumstances: when taxes are notably delinquent or overdue, or when the agency feels an audit or a criminal investigation is necessary. Furthermore, the IRS does not send initial requests for taxpayer information via email or social media. So, now that you know this, you should also know about some of the phone scams being perpetrated by criminals claiming to be the IRS or representatives of investment firms. So, let's look at our first sample scam. Scam number 1. You owe back taxes. Pay them immediately or you will be arrested. Here, someone calls posing as an IRS agent, claiming that you owe thousands of dollars in federal taxes. If the caller does not reach you in person, a voice message conveying the same threat and urging you to call back quickly. Can this terrible, fake problem be solved? Yes, perhaps with the help of your Social Security number, or maybe with some specific information about your checking account, maybe even your online banking password. Or they may tell you that this will all go away if you wire the money to an account or buy a prepaid debit card. These are all efforts to steal your money. This is an over-the-phone extortion, plain and simple. The demand for immediate payment gives it away. The IRS does not call up taxpayers and threaten them with arrest if they cannot pay back taxes by midnight. You see, the preferred method of notification is to send a bill with instructions to pay the amount owed to the U.S. Treasury, never some third party. Sometimes the phone number on your caller ID may appear to be legitimate because more sophisticated crooks have found ways to manipulate caller ID systems. So, asking for a callback number may not be enough. The crook may readily supply you with a number to call, and when you dial that number, someone may pick up and immediately claim to be a representative of the IRS. But it's likely a co-conspirator, so someone else assisting in the scam. So, for reference, the IRS tax helpline for individuals is 1-800-829-1040. You see, another telltale sign is if you ever call the real IRS, you probably won't speak to a live person so quickly. Hold times can be very long. Next, transitioning to other scams that happen. You see, no scammer may always use the same IRS or come up with another agency. They may also use a reputable company name. Scam number 2. This is a special offer to help seniors manage their investments. Yes, a special offer to become your investment advisor, made by a total stranger over the phone. Of course, this offer to help is under the condition that you provide your user ID and password for your brokerage account or your IRA. No matter how polite or sweet the caller seems, this is criminal activity. You see, licensed financial services industry professionals do not randomly call senior citizens or anyone of any age and ask them for financial account information and passwords. Well, unless they want to go to jail or end their careers, which, for me, I don't think that's a good idea. And I think my fellow financial advisors would also agree. Scam number 3. I made a terrible mistake. You must help me. In this scam, a caller politely informs you that the U.S. government is issuing supplemental Social Security payments to seniors next year. Do you have a bank account? You can enroll in this program providing your account information and your Social Security number. Oh no, wait. The caller now tells you that they've made a huge mistake while inputting your account information, and your account has accidentally been credited with a full payment even though you're not enrolled. The distraught caller will now attempt to convince you that they will lose their job unless you send over the amount equal to the lump sum they claim they mistakenly deposited. If you refuse, the caller may have a conversation with the boss who demands that money be withdrawn from your account now. Scam number 4. The IRS accidentally gave you a refund. In this sophisticated double cross, thieves actually steal your data, then file a phony tax return with your information and have a deposit of false amount deposited into your bank account. Then they will attempt to convince you to pay them the money, claiming that they are debt collectors working for the IRS and or IRS agents. So, to wrap up all of these scams, so what are the next steps whenever you receive one of these calls? Hang up, okay? Next, report the caller ID and or callback number to the IRS by emailing phishing@irs.gov with the subject line IRS phone scam. You can also notify the Department of Treasury at treasury.gov and the Federal Trade Commission at ftccomplaintassistant.gov and list IRS telephone scam in the notes. So regarding scam number 4, if you really do receive an erroneous federal or state tax refund, you should notify your tax professional about it as soon as possible so that you can arrange for its return. You may also need to close the involved bank account if you sense that you have been victimized. It is important to continually educate yourself to ensure you and your life savings is protected, because this is how finance speaks. I'm Kyle Sadler, headed out until next time. Be blessed and have a wonderful day. A special thank you to the following: U.S. News and World Reports, the Internal Revenue Service, Forbes.com, the U.S. Department of Treasury, and the Federal Trade Commission. Because of these organizations and individuals within, assistance with the research, information, and guidance is made possible to create these videos.